So I've taken a choke here that has its single turn resonance up in the 300 megahertz range. 2 turns brings it down to about 200. 3 turns brings it down to 100. 4 turns brings it down to about 50. 5 turns brings it down to about 35. And I can keep adding more turns until I get it where I need it. And as I do that, look what's happening to the impedance. Okay? This is why we need multi-turn chokes and not a bunch of clamp-ons. This is why a single clamp-on or a lot of clamp-ons on a cable don't do anything useful. Okay? This is what we need to do to get there. Here is that same data gone out all the way to 14 turns for the same material. And notice what I've done with 14 turns. I've got the resonance, the peak of the resonance down around 9 megahertz. Okay? Or 7, 8, something like that. Okay? And look at what's happened to the impedance. The impedance is up around 8K ohms at resonance. So now I've got a choke that is really nice here from about 80 meters all the way up to about 17 meters. Okay? Now with 14 turns of this material, I'm in good shape from 160 meters with a single choke all the way up through about 30 meters. Okay? And if I want to be at a higher frequency, I just drop off the number of turns. Okay? You see what we're doing here? This all goes back to the fundamentals of how resonance circuits work that we all learned 60 years ago if we were awake then. Okay, now these things come in different sizes. Its length has some impedance. Okay? So the impedance of that is determining how much current flows in here. All right? And let's say it's short as a fraction of a wavelength, and for frequencies below 20 meters, that's usually the case. And so what does this look like as an electrical circuit? It looks capacitive because it's shorter than a quarter wave, right? Well, if I add a single turn ferrite choke to this, what have I done? I've added inductance. What happens when we add inductance in series with capacitance? Resonance. So if I add inductance over here to a capacitive antenna, I increase the current. I don't decrease. Okay? What I'm looking for, something that will always reduce the current, is resistance.